What is up, everyone? My name is Jack Saffel, back again with another video, and today I am here with my NXT review for March the 30th, 2016. Of course, you know, if you've followed my channel for quite a bit, it's become a tradition for me to review the NXT before each special, and of course, TakeOver Dallas is only a couple of days away, I believe like 2 days away. So yeah, let's not muck around, let's get straight into the show. Of course, when I'm talking about the show, I'll also be giving out my predictions for each of the matches that are scheduled. So our opening match was American Alpha, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable versus Corey Hollis and John Skyler. American Alpha ended up getting the win around a really quick match. I love these two guys. They have such great chemistry with each other, and they're just so smooth in the ring, and they're like combining of like amateur wrestling I really enjoy. And yeah, I'll be very excited to see them in their NXT Tag Team title match against Dash and Dawson. Who do I think would win that match? I want American Alpha to win. I love those guys, you know, and don't get me wrong, Dash and Dawson are kick-ass as well, but I feel like it's time for American Alpha to step up. They've been one of the most over tag teams in NXT, so seeing them end up getting their due, you know, it'd be very awesome to see. Then we get a backstage promo with the Revival holding their titles up, and they're watching the monitor when they're winning, so yeah. And then we get a promo, a sit-down interview with Finn Balor, and he talks about his title match against Samoa Joe, and that he thinks he's bigger than NXT, and that he's obsessed with the championship and with being with him, and that Balor's obsessed with being the absolute best, and that's what brought him to the dance, and that's what helped him win the title over KO. And it's also going to be the reason why he beats Joe once and for all, and why he will leave TakeOver Dallas as champion. So yeah, strong words from Finn Balor. Then right after that, we had Baron Corbin take on some jobber called Mike Killerian. I've got no idea. But this was just a squash match. He hits the deep six on the guy in 2 minutes, and he's done. And then right afterwards, he dishes out another end of days to his opponent before posing off. So yeah, of course, Baron Corbin is going to be facing Austin Aries at the event. Of course, this is going to be Austin Aries' debut match at in NXT. Of course, he's wrestled in various promotions before getting here. He wrestled in Ring of Honor for quite a bit, and then he went to TNA for a while, and now he's finally come here. So it's really awesome to see. I cannot wait to see Austin Aries finally wrestle in NXT. He should have been there from the very start, in my opinion. He's so fucking good. So in my opinion, who I think is going to win between Corbin and Aries, I'm going to go Austin Aries. I think he's going to be the guy that finally puts Baron Corbin to rest, in my opinion, and I can't wait for the greatest man that ever lived to step foot in the ring. Then we get a match between the Revival and versus Tucker Knight and Steve Cutler. This is another quick match. This is the thing about NXT, very quick matches. And yeah, I love Dash and Dawson, of course. They're always smooth as shit when they're wrestling, pretty much dominating the entire match. And you know, they do the double team knees to face drop slam thing they do all the time to get the win. Very awesome. I cannot wait for that tag team match. It should be killer. Then we get an interview with Bull Dempsey about last week's attack, because in the last episode, Samoa Joe beat the shit out of Bull Dempsey, you know, to send a message to Finn Balor and all that. And Dempsey said he was going to joke around, but Joe's an absolute coward and a bully, and that he won't be bullied by anyone. So right after that we get a match between Apollo Crews and Alex Riley. Like, can I just say, I love Apollo Crews. He's just an incredible wrestler. He is just so athletic. He's so bloody built as well. For a guy that does all the flips in the air and just... He's a bona fide star, in my opinion. But he beat Alex Riley, who's got a new look for some reason. He's got like longish hair. He's got like a big beard growing, you know. He's getting a bit of a darker edge to him. Because I remember looking at him like 5 years ago. Remember when he had the fucking... it's like high school jersey on. He had his hair spiked up. Jeez, how times have changed. And then right after that match, Eli Sampson, the Drifter, who seemed to be getting some heel heat right now. He's playing the acoustic guitar live and singing some folk song to scare off crews and all that. And yeah, it's really weird. Like, the Drifter, I don't have a problem with him. It's just I don't know, he's just got such a weird gimmick. It's so creepy and all that. It reminds me a lot of Bray Wyatt if he could actually sing properly. But yeah, who do I think will win between Apollo Crews and Eli Sampson? I'm going to go for Apollo Crews because I think he is the shit. Then we get backstage. Baron Corbin cuts a backstage promo talking about Austin Aries, and he says Aries knows what happened to him last time will happen again at TakeOver Dallas, and go back to the crowd where 50 people, and Corbin will continue to be the hottest star in the hottest company in the world, and that he's the bigger and better man, and after his career has ended, he can sit next to Virgil at one of those conventions and beg for people to remember him for something. Oh man, that was pretty good. So I love Baron Corbin's gimmick of like, fuck these indie dudes, you know, I'm about what Vince is all about, you know, big muscles, can barely wrestle, you know, he's into that kind of stuff, so yeah, he'll be fit for the WWE. Then we get like this cool little promo package for Bayley and Asuka, which is, I can't wait for that match. Then we get something from earlier today of Sami Zayn talking about his big match with Shinsuke Nakamura, which, that match, by the way, is going to be absolutely fucking killer. And how big of a match it is for Nakamura, even though he knows that he's going to be in the ladder match at WrestleMania, and that this is going to be like one of the biggest weekends of his life, is something that he calls himself the heart and soul of NXT, and he won't let Nakamura tarnish his legacy in what will be a once-in-a-lifetime first impression Mania weekend match. So yeah, Sami Zayn, he does not want to fuck this match up, and of course in 2 days time he's going to have to go in and be in the IC ladder match, which I hope he wins. I actually hope he wins, but who do I think is going to win? I might believe that Nakamura might win, in my opinion, because he's new and he's just the fucking man with the king of strong style and all that. So yeah, out of all the matches on this card, I cannot bloody wait. Then we get the final match on the show, which is Samoa Joe versus Bull Dempsey, and this was pretty much Samoa Joe just absolutely destroying Bull Dempsey. After that, I remember one bit where he like fucking chucks him into the announcers and they all fall down and he's just killing him, and then right afterwards, like, Finn Balor comes in to try and break it up and all that, and then there's like all the announcers and like the referees and all the backstage crew try to break him up, and that's how we end the show on an absolutely awesome note. Just damn, this was a good episode of NXT, but then again, every NXT episode is always awesome to watch. Yeah, for Samoa Joe and Finn Balor, these two should tear the house down, and I actually think Samoa Joe is going to win this match. I believe, you know, this is the second time they've done a match. I don't see why Finn Balor would retain. It'd just be weird in my opinion, but you know, I believe Samoa Joe, this is his time. I believe they want to build him up really good, and I think Samoa Joe winning that NXT title, he fucking deserves it. He's one of the best wrestlers to have never stepped foot in WWE for a time period, and yeah, I think this is Samoa Joe's time, man. I think TakeOver Dallas is going to be Joe's show. So, yeah, this is my quick little review of NXT. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like if you did. Comment down below what you thought of the show if you watched it, and are you excited for TakeOver Dallas? I know I am. And if you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. You won't be disappointed. My Twitter and my Instagram is at JackamanLol31. Thank you so much for watching, and I am out in 3, 2, 1.